holy name, tend to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name, and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inactive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the class this morning?
हरे कृष्ण वर्जना माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदास जी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्णा ब्यूटीफुल जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna, dear Mataji. This is Param Pavani Shama Devi Das from Baltimore, Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Vardhana Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा वर्जना माता जी ओम विष्णु प्रभुपाद and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidas from Rana.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
From Baltimore, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj and all the devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Kamatiki Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all the assembled devotees. This is Sushmita from Canada. Beautiful Jagannath Mataji.
Hare Krishna Sushmita Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam to you and all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Gauranga. This is Balbhadra Kripa Das from Calgary, Canada.
Hare Krishna Balbhadra Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare
Is anybody else would like to introduce themselves? Mataji, Prabhuji is on the call. Can we start recording, Mataji?
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Welcoming all of to the Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Shamik Rishi Prabhuji. Prabhuji is going to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 2nd chapter, verses 7 and 8. Before diving to the call, I will hand out the call to Shureshwar Sham Prabhuji to give brief introduction of His Grace Shamik Rishi Prabhuji. Prabhuji, please take over the call, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. His Grace Shamik Rishi Prabhu is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Being a doctor by profession, he has done immense services to the devotee community and served the society by donating for lots of projects. For example, he has donated the deities in the Philadelphia temple, and he had made 3,000 temple units that serve as an altar in the villages. Prabhuji also served as a temple president of ISKCON New Jersey for 15 years. Recently, Prabhuji has helped in building Radha Gopinath Mandir in Kargaon, Madhya Pradesh, and a community for devotees to live around it. Prabhuji is known for his simplicity and humility. Prabhuji is now an initiating guru in ISKCON. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Back to you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, all goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. I'll hand over the call to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity to speak on this Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll do some prayers first. Om Agyan Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudhapatakamalам Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shag Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुसे नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णु पादाय कृष्णा प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य दिशतारिणे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोकैर्भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. मैं obeisances to all the devotees who are on this call. So the topic today is Hiranyakashipu, king of the demons. Just a little bit background. The Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking the question, Narad Muni is there and he's asking the question, and why Hiranyakashipu was envious of his own son Prahlad. What was the reason? And so Narad Muni narrates this story by explaining how Hiranyakashipu had become a staunch enemy of Lord Vishnu. So you all know that when Hiranyaksha, the brother of Hiranyakashipu, he was called by Varahadev, and a whole ocean like became so much blood, and Hiranyakashipu could not see that, and he became very much outraged. He was biting his lips, gazing at the sky with angry mood, with terrible teeth, fierce glances, and frowning eyebrows. He spoke to the demons. So Hiranyakashipu, speaking to the demons, he is saying that you hear attentively the words without delay. Sambara, there are many demons. Satabahu, Namuchi, Viprachitti, Puloma, so many. So he says that although Vishnu is equal to all, Samena, he sided the insignificant demigods, being worshipped by them and killed my obedient and well-wishing brother. So Vishnu has given up neutrality. So they do not know how they see, according to their envious nature, they see Vishnu. But Vishnu or Krishna is equal to everyone. That was the whole chapter before this. So, and they think that he's influenced by Maya. So anyway, he wants to behead the head of the Vishnu. That was by his trident. That was his whole motion, whole intention. And then he's telling that because the Vishnu gets nourished by so many yagyas and brahmanas and their ritualistics to destroy all this. And when he said that I am Vishnu myself, I am Narayan. So even he was asking, like he usurped the position of, he wanted to usurp the position of Vishnu. And when he saw that his son is not on his side, he is chanting the holy name, and so he became his enemy. So the question was why he became an enemy is because Prahlad Maharaj became the first class devotee. And why he became a devotee in the demonic family? When Hiranyakashipu was, he went to do some tapasya to get very much power and so much austerity. But Indra was sending two birds who were chanting the names of Narayan very loudly. And so he became disturbed. He came home and then he was narrating the whole thing that I was doing the austerities and tapasya to Brahmaji, and somehow these two birds disturbed me, and that's why I came home. So they were talking, and so because both were on the mood of like they were talking about Narayan, just because of that piety. Yes, people may give some different reasons, but by that piety of chanting the name of Narayan, even once, even unknowingly, even not knowing the effect of the name, and then his wife that you please go ahead, go with your tapasya. And when he went for tapasya, then Indra, knowing that he is away now, so he came and then he fought very vigorously with so many other assistants of Hiranyakashipu, and then he captured Kayadu. And then Kayadu was pregnant at that time. And then he was taking him. Then in the way, he met Narad Muni. And he narrated that Narad Muni asked, why you are taking this woman? So he said that in her uterus or in there is a terrible demon, son of Hiranyakashipu, and I will behead him and leave her alone or take her back to her kingdom. But Narad Muni said, you cannot kill her. There is no possibility. Neither she is woman, and in her stomach there is a great devotee of the Lord. So he circumambulated Indra and let her alone. He had firm faith in Narad Muni. So if that kind of firm faith is to be there on a pure devotee of the Lord like Narad Muni, then Hiranyakashipu. So austerity is there. Even the devil, these demons, they don't worship Krishna. If they worship Krishna, then or Narayan or Vishnu, then all the demonic tendency will go away. So whether it is Ravan or Kumbhakarna or whoever, then they worship demigods because they are quickly pleased and they give the boons immediately. Just like Brahmaji, he did the Pasha for almost 1,000 years, standing on the tiptoe. And so now, because this mother of Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu is Diti. Diti is Daityas were born, and Kashyapun is the father and wife of Hiranyaksha. So he's teaching them that how, in a nice philosophy that he's talking about to pacify them. But now he's ready to, he's describing about that Vishnu has become partial. He is becoming envious. Why he had to kill my brother? So that are these verses are described about the qualities of demons and how he is deriding the Narayan himself. So text number 7 and 8. Tasya tyakta swabhavasya dhraner mayavanokasah bhajantam bhajamanasya balashyeva sthiratmanam chula bhinnagreevasya bhurina rudirena vai asrap priyam tarpa yeshe bhrataram me gatavyatah. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has given up his natural tendency of equality towards the demons and demigods. He is always equal to anybody, even if the demons are killed, they get liberation. Like he killed Krishna, killed Shishupal, like by chopping of his neck by the Sudarshan Chakra. But his effulgence entered into the feet of the Lord Vishnu and he was liberated. He went back to his Vaikuntha. So, but he's saying, and anywhere, whether it is in the, he is always equal. He always takes a subordinate position to his devotees, and he naturally, if somebody is his devotee, then naturally they will take care of him with special care. But others, he is equal to everyone else. So he's saying that he has given up his natural tendency of equality towards the demons and the demigods. Although he is the supreme person, at least they are accepting that he is the supreme person. Now influenced by Maya. So Krishna is not never influenced by Maya, but Maya gets influenced. Maya is under full control. Maya Dhakshana Prakriti. Prakriti is Maya. Made up three gunas: Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. But they are thinking, these demonic people, that he's influenced by Maya. Means same thing, Mayavadis. Mayavadis think that he has no qualities. If he appears in a personal form, he is made of Maya. Means it is just the energy, and then he takes the form, then he takes the form. But impersonalists are different. Impersonalists are like they are Nirakarvadis, and they want to know, they want by their knowledge, ascending process, they want to learn about the Supreme Lord, like, so they could know up to Brahma Jyoti, but another higher than that, people who are yogis, and they know Paramatma, but Bhagwan is very, very rare. Manushyanam Shastreshu Kashin Yatapi Siddhe Yatatam Api Siddhanam Kashin Ma Vyakti Tattva. To know Krishna in full is not that easy. Only what God realizes, Krishna realizes, one can know to that extent. Krishna is such great that nobody, even Balramji, does not know about Krishna fully. Balramji was away for 1 year, and when he saw this behavior of the boys and calves, he was amazed that how the elderly cows are running towards their children. So he was amazed and he had to ask Krishna. So if Krishna did not reveal, Balramji would not. Although Balramji is Dvitiya Deha, there is practically no difference other than the color between Krishna and Balram. But still, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He is worshipped by everybody, even Lord Balram, and nobody can know. Even Krishna, sometimes he sees his pillars, like in the pillar he sees his reflection. Oh, who is this boy? How beautiful. I would like to play with him. Then he realized it is myself also. Even Mahavishnu, he stole all the children of a Brahmana in Dwarka. That way, he knew that Krishna is Brahmanas, like Namo Brahmane Devaya, Go Brahmanitaya. So he will come and he will get released, so I will be able to see. So he takes in his Karana Samudra, Karanodakshai, Vishnu lives in that Karana Samudra. And so when Krishna could not protect the Brahmanas children, then Arjun said that I will protect. He could not do that also. He was ready to enter the fire. But Krishna says, come on, come with me. We will bring the children. So they go on the chariot with all the 4 horses, and Sudarshan Chakra was ahead, and crossing over all the deeper and deeper layers of earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, ego. So all the universes are covered by these 8 layers. Next one is 10 times greater than other. Then all the universes together are also covered by these 8 layers, 10 times deeper. So it's very, very dark. Only by Krishna's mercy one can enter. So they go there, and he was respected and very honored to see Lord Krishna face to face, and he gave all the children. So Krishna is equal to everybody, but this out of envy, this Hiranyakashipu is thinking that he has given up the equanimity. And he has assumed the form of a boar to please his devotees, the demigods. Just as a restless child leans towards someone, I shall therefore sever Lord Vishnu's head from his trunk by my trident, and with the profuse blood from his body, I shall please my brother Hiranyaksha, who was so fond of sucking blood. Thus shall I too be peaceful. She's giving the qualities of the demons that they could kill anybody, without any discrimination. They want to kill Lord Vishnu, although he says that he is the supreme person. But how come that you are going to kill and he does not know the strength of the supreme person or what he could do? The ordinary people, they think that yes, they could become God or they could kill God. So they want to kill God, means not accepting his superiority and that he is the caretaker of everybody. He is really the father. He is really the owner. But even we are here, our existence is here because of him. We are able to do anything is because of him. So these demons, they don't know. And Bhagavad Gita defines all this about the demonic qualities in 16th chapter. It talks about the divine and the demonic natures. So nature, one may say, what is nature? Nature means swabhav. Kal, swabhav, sanskar. That is sanskar is reformation. How we are reformed. Sanskar could be changed by Brahminical sanskars, or one can become from demonic or to even first class Brahman. Kam is so many desires are there. Then karma, then there are fruitive activities, gunas are there. So these are our own endeavors were completely subordinated to the potency of the Lord. Our Lord is potent and our karma and etc. is subordinated by him. Although we do activity, there is a reaction. But if Krishna does not want, you cannot get the results. As much as you try, you cannot get the results. And so we have to understand all these things. Kal, Swabhav, Sanskar, Kam and desires. Our desires is the one. If we desire Krishna, then we could get Krishna. If we desire to please our senses, then we rotate in the material world, we come under there would be certain reactions. But working for Krishna, there is no reaction. That is called akarma. And people do not know the potency of the Lord. So that's why by reading pages of Bhagavatam, we understand about Krishna, his nature, what is his potency, and our heart is cleansed more and more by repeatedly reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, chanting the holy name. Then naturally we become purified. Then Krishna reveals from within. So what is this nature, the divine and demonic nature? So demonic nature, that's what he's talking about. This Hiranyakashipu is talking about. He's giving this instruction to his mother and other, that how he has changed, and to his all the demonic friends because of his demonic mentality. So he's taking shelter of insatiable lust and absorbed in conceit of pride and false prestige. The demonic, this illusion are always sworn to unclean work, attracted by the impermanent. So they are attracted by temporary pleasures. And we should also, if we are attracted to temporary pleasures, immediate stress and prayers. So if we get attracted to something, immediate gratification, that would not be good. Stress means it should be ultimately good for all the time. And that's a Krishna Bhakti. So they take these unclean habits. They believe that to gratify the sense is the prime necessity of human civilization. We die, then Bhasmibhutasya Dehasya. So they become burned and becomes ashes. So there is nothing is remaining. So why you have to just eat, drink, and be merry, or steal and whatever. Rinam kratva gartam ped. Yavat jivet sukham jivet. Rinam kratva gartam ped. Thus, until the end of their anxiety is immeasurable, bound by a network of hundreds and thousands of desires, and absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. Then they talk about idam adyamaya labdham, imam prapse manoratham, idam asti idam api me bhavishyati punardhanam. The demonic person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him, and my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am the perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is no so powerful and happy as I am. People, these demon people who are very, very rich, they show off. They compete. He has done so much, I will do more. And they spend more money. But if they are asked for service to the Supreme Lord, they will never give even a penny. They hardly come to the temple. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity. And thus I shall rejoice just to become popular so they could get more votes. That's why they give charity. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Thus, perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, they become too strongly attached to the sense enjoyment and fall down to the hell. So this is the tendency of the demonic people, that they think and they become, and so they are thrown. Not perpetually. Krishna never condemns anybody that they are perpetually thrown into hell or anywhere. So they do get, they change their mentality, they change their swabhava by association. Just like Prithvi's son, Bhaumasur. So he was son of Varahadev and Prithvi. Because of the water in the hairs of Varahadev, he shook his hair, and that fell, the drops fell onto the earth planet, and earth, Mother Earth, Bhudevi, became pregnant, and there was a son. He was a nice devotee, but because of bad association, he turned into a demon, and he captured 16,100 princesses to get them married. So anyway, the defect of the demonic mentality is expressed in these words very clearly. Hiranyakashipu thought that Vishnu also becomes partial, like a child whose mind is not steady or resolved. And so they change, but Vishnu's determination never changes. It always remains, like in Brahma Samhita and other places. It tells Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Puran Purusham Navayavanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. He is very easily pleased by his devotees. But even you have all the Vedic knowledge, all the austerities, all the wealth, all the beauty, everything you may have, but Krishna does not budge. He is equal, and whether it is a big aristocratic person or a very poor man, even whoever, he is always equal. One has to have a thirst to obtain him. Laulyam api ekliya. Lolupta thirst, and without him they cannot live. As much as you are hungry for Krishna, Krishna also becomes hungry. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tastateva vacha. So we have to become hungry, how I could serve him, how I could please him, how I could, whatever way I could become even a dust of his lotus feet and serve perpetually. Lakshmi Devi, although her seat is on the chest of the Lord, but she sits at the lotus feet of the Lord and tries to serve. In this way, so Lord is never changes, is changeless. Like Satyasandha, Raghupala Riti Sada Chali Ai, Prana Jai Par, Vachana Na Jai. Whatever he says, whatever he thinks, it does happen. Ichha Shakti is his servant. She does according to what the Lord wants. The Lord can change his mind at any time. This is Hiranyakashipu is saying. But Lord does not change his mind. Hiranyakashipu thought, and therefore, sometime in a play, to play or engage in life, and that is different. When he says, I will not pick up the weapon in the Kurukshetra. But he did pick up a wheel. He used it as a weapon and ran behind. But that was, he wanted to show Vishwadev, to have mercy on Vishwadev. He wanted to see silver, and then he wanted to see that Krishna is having so much sweating and his hairs are disheveled. So he wanted to see, and so out of his love for his devotee, he showed him that way. The Lord can change his mind at any time. Hiranyakashipu thought, and therefore his words and activities are like those of children. Children, they play, they forget, they say one thing now and another thing at another time. Actually, because the demons are ordinary human beings, their minds change. And being materially conditioned, they think that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is conditioned also. Because when they take, and he looks like human being, 2 arms, 2 hands. So avajananti mamura manushantanamashita. Param bhavam ajananto mama bhutameshwara. They do not know what is it, Param Bhav, that he is the Supreme Person, that they do not know, and they laugh at him. Like Sukdev Goswami, he was naked, and many women and children were laughing and spitting and throwing stone. He did not mind, he did not even look at them. But when he went to the Sabha, the great assembly of the so many saintly people, to see the passing away of Parikshit Maharaj, everybody stood up, and he was given the highest seat, and was asked that what is the duty of a person who is about to die, what he should do. And then whole answer is to hear Srimad Bhagavatam and glories of the devotees and Krishna himself. So Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Avajananti Mamura Manushintanu Asita. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. Demons always think that Vishnu can be killed. Therefore, means not just this Hiranyakashipu, but any demon, this Ravan thought I could kill them. Oh, they are human. They are our food. Why do we? So Kansa, and they all like Kansa is out of fear, but he wanted to kill. He sent Putna and so many Rakshasas to kill him. So that is their agenda, somehow to finish and take his position. And same thing, this Mayavad is also on. Namo Narayana. You are Narayana, I am Narayana. We merge into Brahmajyoti. We merge into the effulgence and we become Narayana. So everybody is Narayana. So we are, everybody's part, there is Paramatma is there, but not that everybody is Narayana. So being absorbed in thoughts of Vishnu's form, kill him. At least they have the opportunity to think of Vishnu unfavorably. So this is important part. Very, very important. That if you are absorbed in thought of Vishnu, he wanted to kill. How I can kill Vishnu? They will make plans, thinking of Vishnu, thinking of Narayan all the time. So somehow the name is so purifying. Krishna's form is so purifying. Krishna's Leela is so purifying. Krishna's gunas are so purifying. Krishna's entourage with his devotees is so purifying. So he was always thinking how I can kill him. And because that, he got purified. And although because these birds were chirping and telling the name of Narayan, he came home, he had relation with his wife, she became pregnant because they chanted. So what to say about chanting? Somebody chants before Garbhodhan Sanskar, 50 rounds in a secluded place and always think your mind, then you will attract, just like Hiranyakashipu attracted a devotee of the Lord, then one will attract a devotee in the womb. That is all the Shastra is saying, and that's why there is a Garbhodhan Sanskar. So even he was thinking unfavorably. Kansa was thinking out of fear, out of envy. Shishupal was thinking out of envy. And at any age, Prahlad Maharaj got devotional service bhakti when he was in the womb. Dhruva Maharaj at 5-year age. Ajamil when he was very, very old. Or Maharaj Chitraketu when he was almost like dying. So, or even after death. So one can receive the bhakti at any age, any place, any time, nothing bothers. Bhakti is completely free. Bhakti Rani does not depend on anything, not on Gyan, not on Karma, not on any other activity. One can please Krishna and one can, and Bhakti Rani is peace. At least they have the opportunity. So although even if you think of unfavorably, still it is devotional service. Prabhupada, in the newspaper, there was so many ill thing wrong about the ISKCON movement. But Prabhupada said, how many times there is name of Vishnu is there in the newspaper. And he will be very happy if there are so many times the name of Krishna or Vishnu is there. He will be very, very happy. He was never deterred. He knew that Krishna will protect him. And Krishna will take. Avashya Rakhive Krishna Vishwasha Palana. So although they are all not devotees, their thinking of Vishnu is effective. And thus they generally attain Sayujya Mukti. At least that Mukti they get. Because the demons consider the Supreme Lord an ordinary living being. They think that they can kill Lord Vishnu as one might kill an ordinary person. Because they don't study, they don't read, they are not under the guidance of some spiritual master, or they have not seen any because he's killing the Brahminical culture, how they could understand about Krishna. So another factor disclosed herein is that demons are very much fond of sucking blood. So they are just like tigers and lions they are vampires. They want to suck blood. Indeed, all of them are meat eaters and blood suckers. So anybody who is a meat eater, they are demons. It's not only, you may say, they may look very sophisticated, very, very nice, well dressed in a big, big position, but they are all demonic tendency. To kill somebody for our taste buds, it's not is recommended by any scriptures, but these demons, they don't understand even the scripture. What is the scripture? Why I should read it? They throw in the garbage, even if they are given free Bhagavad Gita or back to Garden magazine. They throw it, and then some good people, they take it out of that and read that. So just like a seed put into the ground in any way, upside down, sideways, it sprouts. So if you are devotee, it will sprout. If you are chanting, if you have love for Krishna, it will sprout. Whatever, even out of envy or out of fear that you think of Krishna. Hiranyakashipu accused the Supreme Lord of having a restless mind, like that of a small child who can be induced to do anything if simply offered some cakes and laddus. Lala Nacho, but he is ready to dance for his devotees, not like the demons. Demons is very, very, he fights with them. He does not leave them alone with their demonic tendency. So indirectly, this indicates the true position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhakti Upahratam Ashnami Prayatatmana. If one offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. The Lord accepts the offerings of devotees because of their transcendental love. It is the love that He takes. He created all of us, Eko Vai Bhushyam. From one we became so many, he became so many. It is because He wanted to reciprocate the loving relationship. That is His purpose, and we should love fully. Love means bhakti, seva, prem. So because they are in love with the Supreme Lord, they do not eat anything without offering it first to the Lord. The Lord does not hanker for a small leaf or flower. He has enough to eat. Indeed, He is feeding all living entities. Nonetheless, because He is very merciful and is Bhakta Vatsal, very favorable to the devotees, He certainly eats whatever they offer Him with love and devotion. That is the important thing. Sometimes people think I have to offer Chappan Bhog or so many. If you have capacity, you do offer, but still with love. Not that I have cooked so many, so let him just thirst in his mouth. That cannot happen. So we should always be loving, respecting, have a high regard, knowing his pastimes and how he's favorable, how he's Bhakta Vatsal. And so Krishna reciprocates. So we should have a deep heart, like hankering for Krishna's service. And with that love, we should be hungry how I can serve Krishna. Not by, means there people may be thinking that I could buy, but only thing not by Varnashram Dharma. He said that give up all this Sarva Dharman Paritejya Mame Pavashana Vaja. Aham Tvam Sarva Papyabhyam Moksheshami Masuja. So not that, but he is looking. One is thirsty to serve him, one is thirsty to see him, one is thirsty to make a relationship with him. So relationship, he is ready to live. If you want to have a good friendship, he would be the best friend. If you want to have relationship as a servant and master, he would be the best master. He would be the best parental affection. He will be your child. He will live like a child. He was in the lap of Yashoda, and even he is fearful of Yashoda. Whole Kal and whole universe is afraid of Krishna, but he becomes fear. Fear personified is also is cannot come in front of the Krishna, but he becomes fearful in front of his own mother. So that is Krishna's reciprocation. So who else could be like that? He is with us in the even hellish planets or wherever we go. He goes with us and always looking to help us but we don't turn our face to him, and that's why he remains quiet. He does not want to force us to take something. But if we are eager to look, eager to get some advice, he is ready to give it any time, even midnight, whatever time. We are ready, he is there. He is always alert to fulfill the desires of his devotees. So he certainly eats whatever they offer him with love and devotion. This quality should not be misjudged to be childish. Then, oh, he takes anything just with love. आप उनको lollipop दे दो. But it's not like that. It has to be, he eats love. The highest quality of Supreme Lord is that he is Bhakta Vatsal. In other words, he is always extremely pleased with his devotees. Bhaktya mama vijanati yavan yashasvitartata. What I am only by devotional service one can know Krishna. As for the word Maya, when used in reference to the dealings of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees, this word means affection. Maya is bewilders you. Maya keeps you in the material world. She makes you forget. Makes you think that that we will die anyway. Why not to eat, drink, and be merry? So Maya bewilders us, but Durga, not Maya or Mahamaya, is the same thing. But Yoga Maya, she unites us, or she acts for Krishna's pleasure, pastime. It may look similar, that just like Nanda Maharaj, and they forget that Krishna is my son. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He is my son, but he is not the Supreme Lord. Anytime, oh, he is my child. Just to increase that loving relationship. So Maya, Mahamaya, not Mahamaya, Yoga Maya acts for the devotees and for Krishna's pleasure. But this Durga selects who has affection towards Krishna, who wants to serve Krishna. Then she does not put her hands on such person. She sees that we are sincere. We want to serve Krishna, we have intense desire to serve Krishna, then she facilitates. But otherwise, she takes away all the facilities. So Maya is the word of affection. So we should have affection for Krishna. So that is also called Yoga Maya. The action of Lord to favor his devotees are not disqualification. So he is favoring, although you may say that because he handles directly like a king, takes care of his children directly. So there is nothing wrong with that. That kind of emotion has to be there. Like a president of the country or prime minister, then everybody are his children. The king is like a father, but are his own son, own wife, there would be a different emotion. And we should accept that. It is natural. Signs of his natural affection. So as far Rudhira or the blood of Lord Vishnu, since there is no possibility of serving Lord Vishnu's head from his severing, one cannot see sever the head. It's a nonsense talks. He thought that he could kill Hiranyakashipu, he could kill Vishnu, and then he says, where is your power is coming? Same place the power is coming as you are getting your power. So everything comes, he is the source of everything. Oh, is he in this pillar? He says, yes. So to fulfill the desire of his pure devotee, Prahlad, Mahabhagat, he strucks the pillar, and from that pillar comes Lord Nrsimhadev, and he tears his chest and belly and roars loudly and is even drinking the blood also. There is no question of blood. So Lord cannot, so there is, Lord is Satchidananda Vigraha. We also have such, but in a very, very minute quantity, not like the Supreme Lord. And so that's where the Achintya Veda, that we are same, but there is Bhed and Abhed. Bhed is in the quantity, and Abhed is that it is made of the same substance, Sachit and Ananda. But we have forgotten, and this our soul is covered with so many layers and layers of contamination. They need to be cleansed. Cheto Darpana Marjana Bhavamaha Bhavagni Nirvapanam by. It could be cleaned. When the demons achieve Sayujya Mukti and leave behind their sinful activities, they are blessed by Vishnu's garland, which is red like blood. So it is not blood, but he give the red garland to his devotees who even come to look for Sayuji Mukti, although it is the most worst or heinous to merge. Although this merging does not happen, it's a merging is like with the seva that we serve there. We become in seva one with the Lord. But there is always has to be the servitor and the person to be served. So those has to be there. That should not be diminished in any respect. So if there is no devotee and he wants to serve, and Krishna is eager to take the service. So some devotees want to serve, Lord is manifest in many ways that you could serve Supreme Lord, and desire has to be there. So this demon Sayuji Mukti, but if they are there and they get association of devotees, then they could go to higher planets and the Vaikuntha Lok. Higher place means the Sayuji Mukti is the worst, but there are other Muktis. Shamik, Sarupya, Sarokya, Sarsti, and the Sayuji. So they are promoted, and then you are promoted to Golok Vrindavan, where you could play with Krishna. Krishna promises, like Krishna, whatever Krishna promises. As Lord Ramchandra, I would not be able to make some relationship like Surpanakha or relation with this Kucha, who was initially a daughter of Ali Maharaj, but he gave them the post again. So how merciful he is. This Putna became the mother, the high nurse of Krishna. This Surpanakha, is her nose was cut, but she wanted to have relations with Lord Ram. So she comes as I think as Kubja, and Krishna goes to his home. So how kind is that? Whatever desire you have. So this material world is like a wish fulfilling tree. And if you go with a pure heart, pure desire to serve Krishna, Krishna will make you devotee more and more and give you association of pure devotee. So you could change into pure devotees. So desire should never be lower, never be, oh, I will fall down. How Krishna? No, Krishna is so merciful and he can fulfill any kind of desire, whatever you may have. Means if you are coming to Krishna, then ask something, please let me engage in your devotional service. Not something lower, oh, this may not happen, how Krishna, I am so poor, I am so wretched. No, he could make very rich or he could give the place in Golok Vrindavan also. So that you are blessed with the red garland, not red blood, by the Vishnu's garland, which is red like blood. After attaining Sayuji Mukti, the demons are sometimes promoted to Vaikuntha Loka, where they receive the reward of the Lord's garland prasad. So Hiranyakashipu, in this way, we discuss about this. So Vishnu has deceptive actions, that is what he is saying. But it is also means Vishnu, every word that like Rukminiji and Krishna jokingly says many things. But then there is also another meaning to those words, that Saraswati changes Vishnu, who fights against cheaters like me. So Naste also means that the Vishnu becomes invisible since he cannot be destroyed. The demigods live only for Vishnu, who is their life. When he disappears from their sight, they will dry up out of separation. The demons also appreciate the full dependence of the demigods upon the mercy of the Lord. This is indirect glorification of the demigods by the demons. So in this way, we see many things that we could learn from these pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, and just few more qualities of this. So Krishna is astonishingly merciful. Krishna's inconceivable compassion on greatest offenders astonishes even great devotees. God is merciful to both demigods and demons, since he is equal. Both his favor and punishment are ultimately his mercy and are supremely beneficial. So he is merciful. So he killed Hiranyakashipu, but after Hiranyakashipu he comes as Ravan, then again he comes as Shishupal, now not in a demon, but as his cousin brother of Lord Krishna. But even in that also he's trying to, because of the envy, why he has this first position, why is worship first. So he is very envious man, and Krishna killed him, but that is for his benefit also. It is also his mercy. Even one who criticizes Krishna is purified and liberated by his mercy. If that criticism leads to complete absorption in Krishna, main thing that you should absorb, always think of Krishna, never forget him. So if that is the case, then naturally even we deride him, we like Shishupal, we abuse him, say so many harsh words to him, or we become very fearful, or gopis, they say lusty, but it is not the lust in the human being that we see in the material world. That is lust means it is prem. Lust is prem there in the spiritual kingdom. Here lust is very degrading. It just leads to sexual absorption. Everybody thinks that this woman is for me and I will enjoy, and they fall down. So that is the Krishnendriya Priti Vancha Tarnam Prem, Nijendriya Priti Vancha Tarnam Kam. Kam are lustful thing. But he was also thinking of Krishna, how I could kill him, and that liberated him. Criticism leads to complete absorption. That is the important thing, that यारे देखो तारे को कृष्ण उपदेश हमारा आज्ञा है गुरु तारे देश भारत भूमि तहला मनुष्य जन्म यार जन्म सार्थक करी कर परोपकार. Try that your heart should be burning, how I could push all these innocent people or all these demonic people towards Krishna by whatever means, by prasad, by nice preaching, by kirtan, by whatever means. You try to, by inviting, by talking sweetly with them, even few people, whatever one can do, one should do it. So absorption in Krishna is very, very important. But if such criticism does not lead to absorption, the criticizer, he goes to hell. Constant thinking of Krishna with devotion or enmity frees one from all sin and enables one to regain one's spiritual body. The gopis attend Krishna by love, Kansa by fear, Shishupal and other kings by envy, the Yadus by familial relationship, Pandavas by affection, and general devotees by devotional service. So for us, we should engage in devotional service. We may not be envious or we may not be fearful, but devotional service, Krishna likes that. Thus, when the mind is somehow or other fully absorbed in Krishna, so we should not waste any time and engage in devotionals, either chanting, cooking for Krishna, earning for Krishna, taking care of Krishna's children if you have Krishna's children. So everything, one should not waste their time in frivolous activity or watching TV or other things, or thinking about newspaper or talking, gossiping and criticizing others. Grame Charcha. असत संगत त्यागे वैष्णवाचार. एक स्त्री एक असाधु और कृष्ण अभक्ता. The material part is very soon vanquished if we are absorbed in Krishna, and the spiritual part, attraction to Krishna becomes fully manifested. Some or other, one should concentrate the mind on Lord Krishna for one's own purification. Absorption in Krishna, even with negative feeling, leads to liberation. What then to speak of lovingly remembering and serving Him? Impersonal liberation, in which the active spirit soul does not find any positive engagement, is a temporary platform from which one becomes susceptible to fall down to the material realm. Devotees who get absorbed in their eternal role of loving, because we are all servants of Krishna. Jivara Swarupa, Krishna are Nitya Das, we are Das, slaves of Krishna. So if we are engaged in service, like you have good servant, and so it's 24 hours, think of how I could please my master, how I could feed, do all kinds of services. Same thing we could also observe for Krishna. Like Mother Yashoda was thinking, oh, my child is stealing butter, and maybe my butter is not good. So she Pushpagandha cows and special grass fed, and then milk, and then they took the same milk to this other Padmagandha cow. And that was her thoughts. she was singing about Krishna. And also to remove the milk from the heart and Krishna becoming angry, that is also part of their Leela. It's not that, so it shows that how Krishna, by our endeavor, and so Krishna will be merciful to us if we endeavor. Yashoda Rani became very much tired, sweat was coming, her hairs were disheveled, and all the flowers, they just fell down. She could not tie to the Lord. But ultimately, when Krishna saw that my mother is doing endeavors, so we should, if we do endeavor, then mercy would definitely follow. But if we don't want to do anything, oh, Krishna has thousands of servants. What is the need? Krishna is being offered many devotees are there who are offering so many chappan bhoga, 1008 bhoga. What is the need? No, even your small thing is counts. Just like there was Gopal who went to start the ceremony of his teachers, and then he brought a little lota of milk. Everybody was bringing buckets and buckets of milk. But when his teacher, he said that please take my gift, and he was very angry and reluctant, but he pours. And to the staff means everybody was like they just that milk was coming, it filled up many pots. So that is transcendent. So he had a transcendental milk from the hands of the Gopal. So we should have so much relation with Krishna, so much affection for Krishna, so much dependence on Krishna, and that avashya rakhive Krishna vishwasapal. That yes, अनुकूलस्य संकल्प प्रतिकूलस्य वर्जनम रक्षक्षति देव विश्वासो गोपत्रत्वे वर्णम तथा आत्मनिक्षेप कार्पण्य षडभेर शरणागति. So these 6 things are शरणागति. So even impersonal liberation is not bad because you will associate with Krishna. Although Saiji Mukti is a suicide, spiritual suicide, but from there also people could raise up and become devotees when they see. So we have an eternal relationship, is loving relationship of loving, serving Krishna, are completely satisfied and thus immune to any fall down. Shishupal's anger or envy towards Krishna led him to deep and constant absorption in Krishna. Thus he was liberated. In his previous life, he was actually a devotee of Lord Vishnu, Jay and Vijay, the doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, were once cursed by 4 Kumara and took 3 births as demons: Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana and Kumbhakarna, and Shishupal and Dantam. Jay and Vijay actually came to the material world as demons to fulfill the Lord's desire, to fight and experience the halo of chivalry. The descent of the Lord and his associates into the world is an action of spiritual energy. So he's telling you go and destroy, and he's talking to his mother to pacify her. There are stories of pulling a bird, and one mother, Ushina's king, Suryagya. So they are all will come up. But thank you so much for giving me opportunity. We can discuss about the Lord. See, this is similar like Krishna is telling to his father, Nanda Maharaj, why you are worshipping Indra? What is the need? And he although tells about this karma mimansa philosophy, that karma is great. Karma pradhana, vishwakariraga. So what really there is destiny, whatever we have done, there is a bhagya. And that is really, even if you have done a lot of work, you may not get the result. Somebody does a little thing. So we should depend on Krishna, his mercy, and do our duties. Bhakti means a duty. So you do your duties purely, and then Krishna would be pleased, and he will get, like wife and husband, both are devotees. Their family would run very nicely. Both are supporting each other in devotional service. But if they fight for little things and do not have affection to others, because Krishna has given you this partner. So we should accept that as our duty to serve each other. So if there is any comments or questions, we can discuss about this Hiranyakashipu is deriding the Lord and trying to kill him. And if we don't act properly, that would also be like Hiranyakashipu. In the same body, there is Ravan and Ram are together, or Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad in the same body we have. So we should hear the voice of Prahlad and Ram and not the voice of the other way around. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for wonderful class, Prabhuji. If anybody have any questions or realizations would like to share, please. Prabhuji, I think we have Vrindavan Parikrama following to this class, Prabhu. There is no question and answer section.
Mataji, but we have time. We have 15 more minutes. We can take questions.
Yeah.
We have time. Yeah, we have time. If anybody, Hemi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, beautiful, beautiful class. I just wanted to understand that when somebody falls down from the Brahman effulgence back down to the material world, where do they start from? In their devotional service or in their, where do they start?
Somebody is falling down from the spiritual kingdom. It is the similar way like this Jay and Vijay. That was a divine arrangement. But we fall down, the Jiva soul, so they really did not fall down. They wanted to please Krishna by fighting. He has a chivalrous activity. He wanted to fight. So they became with whom Krishna would fight. He could fight with his own devotees. So they gave him the chance to fight, a good fight. Just like the two young boys, they want to fight. So that is not animosity. But where they start? So we don't fall down from the spiritual kingdom. Once you are there, you don't fall down. You fall down, you select from, we are all from this Karana Samudra. Karana Samudra is, so we are there. That is when Mahavishnu, we are eternally with Krishna, but some people are attracted to the material world, so they just jump from this Karana Samudra. So when Krishna or Mahavishnu is looking at the Prakriti, he impregnates the Prakriti and with many Jiva souls. And some want to go back to Krishna's abode, see like in a river that is flowing. And then some fishes, they jump, they go to the Vaikuntha side, and some they come to the mortal side because it is glittering, it looks nice. They see that so many children. It all depends on our previous karma also, where we are attracted. So if you are attracted to Krishna, you will engage in devotional service. So there is no such point. They just came down. They fell from the spiritual kingdom because of the divine arrangement of Yoga Maya, not Mahamaya. We are under the grip of Durga, and she will keep us into the material world until we are purified in our desire is to serve Krishna. Then he will give up her binding on us. So she will release us. See, it's not some point that we are born and where we started our journey. Our birth is in the Karana Samudra. And once we go, but we have a tendency to go to spiritual kingdom, just like a calf goes to the mother to drink the milk, even without any education. He goes. The same thing that when we are purified, we will go to the spiritual kingdom. But when we are contaminated, our material desires and not tendency to serve Krishna, we will remain in the material world. This is a reformatory place. When it entry, reformatory place means we want to get reformed, but sometimes it may take millions of lifetime to reform. Sometimes it may take very short time. Depends on your intensity and what kind of mode. So one should rise above mode of ignorance, patience, goodness, and even Shuddha Sattva. And you will rise very fast. So it's all reaction between this mode, what mode we are in, what kind of food, what association we have. Many factors they work there, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and very sweetly they have described all these things. So journey from the material world, that at the end of Brahma's life, we go to the Mahavishnu, and then he creates again. Then again it is, and wherever we left, we start from there. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So our journey did not start from the
Thank you.
spiritual world. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Mataji. Vardhana Mataji, you can take over.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Mataji. Anybody would like to ask any questions to Prabhuji?
Yeah, Mataji, we can close here. I think that we will be joining now in another 2-3 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful class. We are very grateful to you, Prabhu. We look forward for your association again and again.
Of your valuable
Thank
time,
you,
also
Prabhuji.
for me to associate with wonderful devotees is very nice in this Kartik month.
And all.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your association. You are saying our valuable time, but thank you for giving your valuable time for us, Prabhuji, in this Kartik month. Very grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Profession between the both
Hare
devotees.
Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyev
Thank you.
कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां
नमो
पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, शीला प्रभुपाद की जय, शमिक ऋषि प्रभु जी की जय।
जय
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.